So start off the present with the idea that a little background information and history. This is a picture of our family. They're in the early days with our young daughters. This is a picture of us today, Alexis and Brittany. I think some of you have met both of them because I brought both of them to the execs a few years back. Some background history. Helene went to Binghamton University. She got a degree in biology and then later studied computer science at UC Berkeley. I went to the University of Oregon, studied at the School of Architecture and Allied Arts, and I got a degree in psychology. So when I came back to the Bay Area, I didn't know what I was going to do with myself. I was looking around for a job and interviewed with different people, and someone referred me to this guy, Harry Murphy. He had a company called Harry Murphy and Friends. He was like one of the top graphic design firms at that time. Really friendly guy. I told him this is exactly what I want to do for my career, but I don't want to go back to school. I think I can learn quicker on my own. He was receptive, really nice, gave me a bunch of books. Said, go back and come back in a few weeks and show me what you've done. And so he became my mentor. So during that time, I would assign myself projects, different branding and advertisements, and those are some of the things I came up with. It's a little wooden box that I created and was peddling around this crude portfolio trying to get a job. I eventually landed one with a duo company called The Studio, Doug Akagi and Susan Roach, great people. Doug became my mentor after that. I worked with them. We had some terrific clients, learned a lot. When the partnership fell apart, I started my own business in 1975. That's a picture of me waiting for clients to come through the door. And that's my first business card logo. And so fast forward to today. So the question is, what is graphic design? Well, one definition is visual art communication, and the other is it's the art of telling a story. And our business is really telling the client story, but websites, marketing materials, social media, and the like. And it's defining the narrative and providing strategic information about the company. Essentially, we're visual artists and storytellers. So on the concept of story, take the proverbial elevator pitch. You meet someone in an elevator, the person asks, what do? You say, for example, I have a company called Crawshaw Design. We're a full service digital media and graphic design firm that provides integrated brand marketing for print and the web. So consider this the synopsis of your story, a succinct description to engage one's interest. Then what? You provide your business card, which shows your company logo, contact information. You exchange cards. You say, visit our website. I'll give you a call. Let's have a meeting. Naturally, you need more than a good elevator pitch to convince someone you have a credible business. So it helps to have a website, marketing material, and also actually a business. So, but this elevator pitch is one example of marketing. So here's a screenshot of our website, and you might wonder, why a crow? Well, around 1990, we decided to rebrand our company. I researched the name. One interpretation of Craw and Shaw is Old English for crow from the edge of the woods. So after exploring many design concepts, I came up with this image as an homage to the English pub signs, which relates to the history of graphic design. And King Richard II of England compelled landlords to erect signs outside their premises. The proclamation stated, whoever shall brew ale in the town with intention of selling it must hang out a sign, otherwise he shall forfeit his ale. So at the time, many people were illiterate, so pictures were painted on signs and used as visual art to communicate and brand the place of business. So someone might say, I'll meet you down at the Four Horseshoes, or the Two-Headed Hound. I'll meet you at the Red Lion, and so forth. And a lot of these pub signs were derived from noble family coats of arms that went way back. So that's kind of the history of graphic design. And fast forward to today, if you have a good logo and brand recognition, a lot of companies, wherever you are in the country or even out of the country, you see this sign, you say, oh, there's a Starbucks. Or you see this sign, you say, McDonald's. So that's the idea of good brand recognition and how symbols and graphics can very successful. So what's your story? I'm going to switch over to our website rather. So here's our landing page, our website, which was beautifully designed by Helene. Of course, we worked together on projects. I had some input, but she did a fabulous job. It's built on a platform called Drupal. It's a content managed system. It's really fancy and nice. So this is our navigation. You go down to visit. So it shows, I don't know how many people have visited our website. If you couldn't visit it. It talks about our brief history, why we're unique. We have a section on our services, what we do, designing for print, designing for web, search engine optimization, social media, and so forth. There are bios up here and some videos in the different aspects of our business. We also have a client list, which shows that we've worked in almost every industry there is over the years. So we're very experienced there. And reviews, a lot of testimonials too that we compiled. So back to branding. Now, I especially like logos. I mean, this is what actually attracted me to graphic design in the first place. I wanted to become a graphic designer because I was intrigued by the fact that you could create these symbols for a company that would sort of distill the essence of a company. And then it's sort of the core element of the business that you would wrap your marketing material around. And I kind of consider it the poetry of graphic design. And I can flip through a lot of these things, but there's also a section here that shows there's many types of logo types. Abstract, illustrated, pictorial marks, there's combination marks, letter marks, word marks, emblems, mascots, and it shows a variety of designs we've done. We've designed over 300 scope identity programs, and this just gives you a flavor of some of them that I really enjoy designing logos. So let's see. So check that out. And then also we have a page here about our campaigns, some examples of different logos we've designed. This one is one of the largest projects that we did. It was for First Tennessee. They were the objective was to reposition the traditional regional banking firm to a national diversified financial service company. So the challenge was their logo was horrible when we came into it. It was just kind of one symbol or something. So First Horizon became the name for the brand for any of the banks outside of the state of Tennessee. All the banks inside of Tennessee were going to be called First Tennessee, but needed to come up with a logo. So we did a very advanced, study on this. Came up with several presentations that we presented to the client, and this is the one they accepted. There's actually you can see a section of the Tennessee flag, and the idea behind the symbol was to have the curving white line implies a horizon, the star stripes and red and white blue colors convey a national emblem, and they really loved it, and they went with it. And, in retrospect, you'd say, well, what an obvious choice, but we were competing with one of the largest advertising firms in Tennessee, and they didn't come up with this concept, only we did. And so it was a big job and a lot of work. We did a lot of signage, did like a graphics manual standard for all the different branches that was about two inches thick. And so it was a good job. And then another one, the third sizer project, was for the Grand Ole Opry, which we designed for them, did a lot of work. And this had a good 10-year plus run. They really liked it, but new management comes in, and that's kind of the nature of the business. Someone comes in and says, "Oh, we're going to redesign it." So, but anyway, it's still a favorite logo. Most of the work is regional, and companies like you might recognize Cunningham Moving and Storage. We did their logo recently and applied it to their design and website, their vehicle graphics, and a number of things. Recognize Greener Real Estate. We designed Chris's logo and designed the website. Designed this by the way, and a lot of marketing material for them. And so anyway, so check these out. They're interesting stories. We'll switch over to illustration, something that I really like to do. This was a design for a recent novel. Design this. This is a design for a music CD cover or a products promotion company. Another book design. It's an annual report cover. Some ads for restaurants. Some advertising. Anyway, you can check it out and see our work there. I'm going to go switch over to digital media. A lot of websites. These are the landing page for some of the websites we've done. Outlet feeding. So anyway, gives you an example, and also multimedia. So we do a lot of videos for, which is for company products and services, promoting that. Also the video trailers for movies and music and books. Quite a few, so I'm not going to be able to show you all of it, but I'm going to show you a couple. I have to stop. See, I have to. I'm going to stop this for a second because I have to put on the audio. I'll come right back. I'm going to put on the sound. All right, so this is going to start up right away, probably. So I'm going to have to stop in a second. This was a video for promoting the movie Show Me the Picture of one of our clients, Jim Marshall Photography. It was one of several that we used. This was also shown on CBS News, which is kind of nice to have happen. And tell me if you can hear it.
I've always liked cars, guns, and cameras. Cars and guns have gotten me in trouble. Cameras haven't.
Yeah, so get out of that. I shot of Jeff Beck in there who just died, unfortunately. This was the another trailer we did for the follow-up on the book on Show Me the Picture. You'll enjoy this. So Jim Marshall was quite a character. And we've done a lot of videos for them, and it's really enjoyable. He knows all the different aspects of bringing the sound and bringing in camera clicks and all the little things that to create the feeling of it. This is another video that just recently did for a book called The Depth List. It's a satire. Let's see if you like this. Oh, anyway, it's fun putting these together. It's challenging too, but you know, it is literally telling a story or story. And here's another example. We've done a lot of videos for Bob, Boomer Bob. Put that in here.
Hi, I'm Bob Summers. I'm a tax attorney in San Francisco, and welcome to Boomer Bob's Tax Cafe and Coffee Bar, where we drink lattes and talk about tax. Today, I'm going to talk about what happens if you receive a foreign gift of a non-fungible token, an NFT. The good news is you pay no tax on the transaction. You receive the NFT tax-free. However, there are certain reporting requirements you need to be aware of. So let's say your rich uncle has made a bundle.
I'm not going to do this a long video, but he's done a whole bunch of these that are really great. The background was done by his niece. It was shot on a green screen, and then he put these together. But anyway, check out Bob's website. He's got a lot of videos here, and there's a lot of these are done corporate ones showing products and services like Heritage Systems, but I'm not going to show you that. We'll move on to, oh, by the way, NFT, if you're interested in what that is, I'll show you an example of it after we do this. You take us to our cloud service web hosting. This is something that Elaine gets full credit for. During the pandemic, she got very frustrated with Bluehost and GoDaddy, all their hosting practices, bad practices, and picked up with Liquid Web in their hosting. We're partnering with, and she built our own hosting service, which is quite impressive. We offer premier website hosting plans, all scalable depending on the client's needs. Each plan includes SSL certificates, extra security, backups, emails, and a wide range of support services. So some of the execs are using our service. So check this out. It's really a nice I jump to our business, and I'll switch over to, you've heard of NFTs, I take it, maybe not. So here's one we did. Jim Marshall, talked to the client, asked us to create an NFT for them, and there was a series of shots that Jim Marshall had done of Jerry Garcia behind, I think it was a celebration of Winterland closing. And so we created this little, NFTs are very short.
Hey Jerry, listen to this.
And that's it. So anyway, so I could show you more, but I'm going to move over to showing you. Let's see if there's something else I wanted to do. Yeah, let me go over to so this is the new exec's website. You've got our slider page. I'm going to click through it, kind of transitions. There's some shots that Jan did in the meetings, our event, recent event. That's the landing page. And we've got our navigation that talks about, has an overview, who we are, become a member, we provide value, offers directors, testimonials, our history, and about the IA international chapters of all these. We've got a couple in there. That gives an overview of what we're about, where we meet, and so forth. Links to request an invitation. About our members. Got one page that has photos. Click on the photo to take you to the website. Still need to get a couple photos of Stuart and Julie, the members. That has a list of our members with links to their site. It also has members by category, similar to what we had before, and same for the business, members by business. And then for the meetings, the luncheon reservation, if someone is interested in coming to a meeting, they can request attending. Presenter guidelines, you can check all this out. Again, and then the forums, again, there's the luncheon. I added this. If you can expand upon, someone mentioned about having the idea of having a B2B for business transactions, how much we raise. So you can collect, it's for me, Crawshaw Design. We did business with Carpet Connection. We put in the amount, the date of the transaction, then it gets stored. We'll collect all that. So we'll see if members are interested in doing that. You can also select anonymous if you don't want to say who you did, but still put in the amount of transaction and the date and so forth. Membership application is available here. We've got video presentations. You know, watch it on
Perfect.
Here.
All right. So once again,
so Victor's presentation. We'll keep adding to that. We've got the posts, current events. This was one for the just posted for the Bensington holiday party. Just click through it. It just has some. This is basically just some photos that we did of the event. And those the most recent post, and then you can go by find things by date and also by search if you're searching for a particular subject matter. You'll pull up any posts or any pages that have that information. Contact information. Got that. And then I also added a private portal, which we can expand upon, but this would be something that would not be available to the public, but any members that want to have information, it could be the results of how much we've collected. We'll have a login and you Takes you to that page. And there'll be a list of things that you can check out. Just put a sample thing here. So. Oops. So anyway, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I'm going to have this, it's still going to a WordPress with this by today, and I'm going to have this by the end of the week really transferred over to our main domain. So that is the pretty much the show. I do have a speaker's gift too, but let's do a Q&A if anybody has any questions.